17. 8 sleeps left till Christmas. The Magi, or wise men as we often call them, were looking at the stars and they saw this new star. It was huge, it was so bright. How could they have missed it? They hadn't missed it. They knew it was a new star. And they believed that this star meant that a new baby king had been born, a king of the Jews. So they wanted to see this new baby because they knew that he was somebody really, really special.
Twinkle, twinkle, great big star, how I wonder what you are. Up above Bethlehem so high, like a beacon in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, great big star, how I wonder what you are. I wonder whether you like to go out in the dark at night. I do. I love it. I love to go out on really dark nights when you can see all the stars. And you can sometimes, if you're in a really dark place, you can see loads of them. Why don't you see if you can go with your grown-ups for a walk out in the dark to a really dark place sometime on a clear night and have a look up at the stars. They're amazing. Astronomers tell us that that's scientists who study the stars, that there are billions, trillions, zillions, gazillions of stars in the sky. You know, there are trillions more stars in the sky than there are grains of sand on all the beaches in the world. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. Wow, they are so beautiful. It's dark tonight, but I can't see many stars because it's a bit too cloudy. You know, do you remember that Bethlehem is called David's town or David's city because the great King David had been there? And hundreds and hundreds of years before Jesus was born, David used to write songs when he used to look after the sheep, look after his dad's sheep. Songs that we call psalms. And in one of those psalms he said this. He said, when I look at the heavens and see the sun and the moon and the stars that you, God, have put in place. What are human beings that you care about us? He was saying, we're so small, so tiny, compared to the whole of the galaxies, the whole of the universe. We're so tiny, and yet God cares about us. God cares about every single one of us, and he loves us very much. The astronomers say that sometimes when you can see what you think is a bright star, it's actually a planet rather than a star, and we can see planets quite often, but we call them stars, and that doesn't matter. And astronomers tell us that on the 21st of December, in our sky, two planets will line up as they're travelling around the sun, and we'll be able to see them as though they're in a line. So it will look like they're really close together. So if we manage to spot it on the 21st of December, it will look like a very bright star. And astronomers think that that's probably what the wise men saw, the Magi, when they travelled to see Jesus, that it was actually, they think it was probably 3 planets that were travelling around the sun and had lined up, and it looked like a really bright star. So there you go. So if you manage to go out for a walk in the dark and look at the stars, just think about those wise men travelling to see Jesus. See you again tomorrow. Bye.